All right, everybody, how y'all doing? We glad that y'all here with us tonight. You could be anywhere in the world right now, but you are here with us, and we appreciate you. Shout out for everybody that's watching on the restream. We hope y'all enjoy what we got going on today. We got Al in the building. Al, how you doing?
What's up, everybody? We got lots.
So much so that this is gonna be a different type of show. This is gonna be the How Long Can You Go show. Pause. But you get what I'm saying. We have a presidential debate to react to. And the good thing about doing it on the second day or the day after Alfonso is because we get to see what everybody else thought about it. We get to see how the voters actually responded to it. So we got a lot of good stuff going on. And we hope y'all enjoy it. Also, just let you know, all parties are present right now. All parties are present. We got Heather in the back, but for some odd reason, we cannot get her up. Let me see if I can pull her. Heather, say something.
Testing 1, 2, 3.
All
Testing.
right, we got you. I don't know what happened.
All right.
We got you now.
I got 2 different devices running at one time right now. One for video and one for audio.
Okay. You big boss. We got
Not working out how I thought it was.
Well, either way, if you're with us from way back in the day, you know what this song is. We used to. That's how we started it. That's how we ended it. And we're gonna get back to some roots. You know what I'm saying? Get back to the roots. But just to let y'all know what we're gonna be talking about today. We're gonna be talking about, and yes, we are gonna be using some slides from before. Deal with it. Yes, we're gonna be going over the good and the bad of Kamala Harris. We're gonna also be going over the good and the bad of Donald Trump for the debate last night, which honestly was a 3v1. So it's gonna be wild. I'm telling you. I'm gonna tell you right off the bat. You know, this young lady right here in the yellow circle. You see her in the yellow circle right there?
Who is that?
We're gonna get her name. She was. Well, hold on. We can do it right now. Presidential debate moderators. Well, I looked her up earlier today. Let's see, Lindsay Davis. All right. Now, Lindsay Davis. The cool thing about Lindsay Davis, right, is that she is part of the sorority of Kamala Harris. Believe it or not.
Oh, okay.
But you know, I guess that ain't supposed to make a difference, but apparently it did. So I don't know if y'all watched the debate yet. Have y'all watched the debate?
Not yet. I didn't get a chance to watch it.
No.
Man. It was a 3v1. It really was. It was a 3v1. Because we had these moderators like going crazy. They were like fact checking Trump, not fact checking Kamala. It was crazy. So we're gonna get into it, guys. Well, before we get into it, we want to go ahead and let's see. Check the chat. I think we're good. We got somebody out there in the ethos watching us right now, so we appreciate you. We're gonna go ahead and get this started. We're gonna play this live stream, open it, then we're gonna come back, see how everybody's day was going. And then if it hit the ground running, are we still gonna do a couple of reactions, or are we just going straight in? Y'all let me know. Put it in the chat. Let's see.
Hey. And I hear the bing, 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 bing. You know what? Let's go.
All right. Let's come on back. Hey, we got who is it tonight? Is it Coco? Is it Heather? What we got? She done jumped off the screen, y'all. Oh,
hello.
Lord. Let me just get everything set up right over here. You know, we can't have a stream without being able to do a little horn. All right, so now we got that. Oh, she back, and the camera done got better. What's going on? Oh, she upgraded quick. You are muted. Let's unmute you. You muted yourself. Okay, you're unmuted. Now you mute yourself again.
No, I know. Leave it alone. Can you hear me?
Oh, excuse me. Oh.
It's because I'm on 2 different devices. Yeah.
Okay.
You couldn't hear me when I used the first device, so I had to do camera on one and volume on the other. So, sorry.
Oh, getting technical over there.
Yeah.
Well, guys, also just to let you know, we are. Let's see. It's gonna be a little bit longer than the normal format, but you know we're gonna do what we gotta do. Let's see. Why did I click that one? I didn't mean to click that one. Let's go back to this one. But since I clicked it, let's let y'all look at it. This is part of the new logo. All right, kind of like a sportsy looking thing. So hope you guys enjoy. It's the same pictures because you know it's really hard to get new pictures from these people. So you know this is. I got one from Heather though. I got one before she say something. She's like,
Yeah, right, I kind of forgot about that.
We're gonna do presidential and just wonky reaction blitz. So let's get into it. Take a private chat real quick. All right. Cool. Everybody's on the same page. But there's something that I want to get off my chest real quick that I saw that I think you guys are going to really enjoy. So we're going to start this one off. So let's do this. Let's go here. Yeah, we can do it like that, I guess. All right, here we go.
It came in. They're eating the cats. They're eating the pets of the people that live there. And this is what's happening in our country. They're eating the dogs. Eating the dogs. They're eating the dogs. Dogs. They're eating the dogs. Eating the dogs. They're eating the dogs. 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 They're eating the dogs. Eating the dogs. They're eating the dogs. Dogs. Millions and millions of dogs. Eating the dogs. They're eating the dogs.
This hotness. Shout out to Remix.
And it's a shame. Eating the cat. Eating the cat.
Hey.
Eating the cat. 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 Eating the cat.
No.
Eating the cat. Eating the cat.
Watch out now. Watch out.
Eating the They're eating the dog. Eating the dog. They're eating the dog. Eating the dog. Millions and millions of dogs. Eating the dog. They're eating the dog. Eating the dog. Eating the dog. They're eating the dog. Dogs. And it's a shame. Eating the cat. Eating the cat. Eating the cat.
Watch out, Grandma.
Uh-oh.
All right. Watch out, Grandma. All right. Watch out.
Hey, they did a good job on that video.
Oh man! Shout out to the Remix God Slave. If you ain't following him on Instagram, you're doing yourself a disservice. I'm gonna tell you that right now. You're doing yourself a disservice because he is fantastic when it comes to that type of stuff. So, all right, let's go ahead and check some other places first. But before we do that, Heather, how was your day?
It was a great day.
Really?
Yeah.
It's not what I heard, but all right, cool.
It depends what kind of day. You talking about work or you talking about like life outside of work?
Let's go life outside of work first, and then work. Split it up.
Life outside of work
eating
is
the dogs.
Whoa.
What?
What? It's great. I'm doing adult things,
Okay.
homeowner things.
Ooh.
Oh, okay. Okay.
So it's a little nerve-wracking, a little stressful, but it's all cool.
Yeah, that's good. Okay. And
Work is always on some bullshit, but you know, hey, it is what it is.
Okay.
Oh, Coco for 2 seconds.
Right. Coco is trying to get out. You hear me?
Oh.
We gotta keep her in.
Whoa. All right, Alfonso, how was your day, man?
Oh man, I can't complain. Like almost 2 hours to get home, and
That's a
Damn.
long ride.
yeah.
You're telling the
And
truth.
I was so glad when I got home. I was like, but yeah. So I'm here now. So it's all good. So hey, it's all that matters. But overall, the day was good.
Okay, cool.
Yep.
And professional.
Yeah.
No, why you laughing?
Yep.
We can have the same answer for this. FYI.
Okay, fine. All right. So I'm waiting for somebody to ask me. I just wait.
How was your day, Jeremy?
JG, how was your day?
Oh man, it was fantastic, man. Had some people from corporate. Well, had one lady from corporate come down.
Oh, I can't wait to tell them all you motherfuckers. Just wait till Friday.
Oh.
I can't wait.
Pick that up
Oh,
off
my
the floor,
God.
will you? All right. Anyway, had a good day. The rain wasn't as bad as I thought it was gonna be, so I was happy.
Oh
about that.
yeah.
But I just didn't want to be there. I'll be honest with you. I just didn't really feel it. I'm not feeling it lately.
I think it's the
I
weather.
don't want to be there.
Mm-hmm.
It is what it is. Privately though, it's also good. I got another dog, a big dog,
Ooh.
a real big dog. I mean,
Okay.
I ain't know how big the dog was, so I got home and it makes the husky look small. It makes the miniature dog look like a cat. So like, oh, I'm big. So but he's a sweetheart though. Found him at work. He was like, hey, come see the dog. I was like, no, I don't want to see the dog because I see the dog, I want to take the dog home. So the dog found me when I was playing basketball. You know, that state of the art basketball facility, the gymnasium I told y'all about.
Oh
Yep.
my god.
Well,
It's not. It's a fucking garage.
First off, it is a gymnasium and it's well ventilated. So I don't know what you talking about.
State of the art.
Y'all be sweating bricks in there.
That's because we be balling out of control.
I heard that Kevin be beating you.
What?
I heard that Shay and Kevin beat you at
First
basketball.
off, you are doxing people. And we don't like the people that dox, so we're gonna strike all that from the record. So we don't even know what you're talking about. So moving right along.
Oh my
Go
god.
ahead and play some music for that because
Yep.
this one's going crazy.
Come on now.
How
Can't be
dare
doing that.
you
I
do
forgot.
that to me?
Mm-mm-mm.
You don't do
Hey,
that to me?
At least you know what to feed your dog now. Because remember we had that video the other week with the fish heads and duck heads and.
But your wife already does that, right?
Sometimes we get what is that? I'm gonna go ahead and remove you from the chat. This guy right here trying to give us cheap viewers, so we're gonna go ahead and block you. All right, goodbye.
We're always
playing that game out here.
We're always down for a deal. Oh, never mind.
All right. Whoa, easy. The chicken for the price of one. No, anyway,
Not everything that looks good is good for you, my boy.
And it like you know it. Proverb you walk, girl. Is that what you said?
Sure.
Anyway. No, see does the chicken, rice, and some dog food like the Rachel Ray dog food. So. Not bad. Anyway, all right, guys, we have spent 15 minutes on this, so we right on schedule for a normal show. But this ain't a normal show, so let's get to work. All right, let's go ahead and pause this over here. I mean, we was jamming too. I think y'all like that Beethoven. All right. All right, let's see here. Let's go with this one, and yeah, perfect.
You do not have a right to be inside my house. I will talk to you outside. You have a warrant to be inside. I will talk to you outside.
You're not going to step outside your house.
You do not have a warrant to be inside of my house.
I'm not inside your house.
You're inside of my house.
Let me tell you why I'm right here.
Because you walked in.
No, because they opened the door and ran from me.
And
That's
I'm
why.
telling you, I am I'm the
Okay,
adult
and I'm
here.
telling
This
you
is my home.
that now that I'm inside your house, I own your house right
you
now.
do not.
Yes, I do.
Bullshit,
Yes,
bro.
I do. What I
I
mean,
know my rights.
I don't care if you know your rights.
And I'm telling you, my dog will bite you if I tell her to bite you. So
Tell
I'm
your dog to
asking
bite
you
me.
to bite.
I'm not gonna talk to you
What
outside.
the f do you want? Bring your f***ing supervisor to my
Tell me
home
to
now.
listen to me.
You have no right to
No.
be inside because they opened the door. They're minors. I'm the adult here. This is my home.
She
Get
said
the
she's the adult.
She's not the f***ing. She's my daughter. Get the f out of my
I'm
home.
not gonna get out of your house.
Then call your f***ing supervisor right f***ing now.
415 noise.
And put me to the f***ing ground. I f***ing double dog
Go
dare
ahead and
you.
touch me.
This is my
Go
home,
ahead and touch
bro. You're in my house.
I am telling
You're
you.
in my house. Don't do that. You're in my. I didn't touch you. Her. Did I touch you? Did I touch you?
No,
Did I
stop.
touch
You
you?
can't do anything.
Did I touch
You're just gonna make it worse.
Did I never touch you? I did not fucking touch you, bro.
Step away.
I didn't fucking touch you.
All right, let's react.
Okay, wait, hold on. Why did the cops get called to the house to begin with? Was there a disturbance?
Based
Like,
upon, let's see.
According to the video,
because the
I
kids
guess-
opened the door, right?
I guess he followed the kids there or something, I think. And then they opened the door.
Yeah, it seems as if they went inside, and then once they went inside,
But there's a lot of things wrong here.
once they went inside, the minor left the door open, so he stepped inside the house. The mother was there and like, hey, this is my house. You can't just step in without a warrant. You need to step out. He was like, since the door is already open, you know.
Him saying, I'm the owner now? Like,
yeah,
what?
well, that was a bit much.
Damn. Like, come on now.
But
Y'all know cops be doing the most.
shout out to Soda Can Assassin says she just came up. Lawsuit City. Facts.
Yep.
It all depends how they spend it, though. It really depends how they spend it because he could be like, I thought that, you know, somebody was in danger in there or something.
The second right there where the video blurs.
Yeah, he put hands on her.
He put hands on her, but if you kind of look through it, through all the blurriness, she does kind of step to him, which is like she should have did that.
It's not really stepping to him if you're trying to like get somebody to leave your home.
Yeah,
you're still
true.
in your home. He shouldn't be there. And then when he do that talk like, this is my house now, buddy.
But
right
yeah,
there.
man, that's
step back, cousin.
I would be looking for a damn good lawyer.
Hey, Lawsuit City. Soda Can Assassin say, what up, y'all? How y'all doing?
Hey.
How y'all doing?
What up, Soda Can?
It's always good to see you, man. We're gonna be doing the presidential debate today. So please, if you got any thoughts or anything, let us know. Because we're gonna hit it from the top to the bottom. Pow, it's gonna take that. So you know.
Yeah.
So let's go ahead and get to the. Go ahead.
I was gonna say, this video looks like it's probably from like maybe California, I bet.
Yeah, most likely.
And it's like, man, but we don't want it to get to that state right there. No, do not.
That's
do
a
not.
All right, let's hit this next reaction over here, and then we'll see what's good.
Okay. Well, if you want to get to know me, how about you pay my rent? Can you do that? Oh. Okay. You
Oh,
can't pay
yeah.
my rent. All right. It's giving DCE, and I definitely don't got time for that.
Now, what the hell is DCE?
Dry coochie energy, and that's what it look like you working with. All right, and I ain't got time for all that.
That's right, black man. Know your worth.
You right, black man, because I'm not finna stand for this. All right.
Just trying to get to know you, that's all.
Okay. Well, if you want to get to know me, how about you pay my rent? Can you do that? Okay. You can't pay my rent. All right. It's giving DCE, and I definitely.
Not that DCE energy.
Oh man.
Okay, hold
I'm
on.
not to
Wait a
use that.
minute. So
I'm definitely using that.
And you gotta see some of the comments on that one too, man. Oh my god, they funny as hell.
that is wild.
Hey, but like it says there, it's just flipping the script.
How you feel about that, Heather?
Everybody's not like that, guys.
No, they're not. But there's a lot of them like
But
that.
yes, but it's vice versa. Like there are men that are actually like that. Like they want a woman to like pay for their stuff,
True.
and
There
vice
are.
versa. You know, you see it mostly in women, but there are men out there like that. I don't really think that I don't know. It's not really appropriate. Like you shouldn't be telling someone I want to get to know you, but pay my rent so I can get to know you. Like, why would you invite a stranger over to your house?
Y'all
Just
do it all
me.
the time.
That just means they got DCE.
Yeah, you got DCE, man.
Okay.
DCE, man.
I see I'm not gonna win this one. I'll let y'all have it.
Tonight. you don't want
That's
that.
you though. I haven't heard that one.
Hey.
We're gonna have to keep that one alive.
Oh, that's alive, bro. I'm talking about first t-shirts we giving out. Got these.
Bruh.
Oh,
Now
man.
you want WCE. You want wet coochie energy. You want WCE. Yeah.
Oh,
Money doesn't buy you a ticket to get to know someone. That's not how that works.
Then why y'all do it?
There is no y'all because I'm not a part of that clan.
Hey, what up, Slim? Slim say he looking for a sugar mama. No, we just want equal rights.
That's right.
Y'all have
a
equal
lot
rights.
of DCE energy right now, Slim. I love that. I love that.
Oh, man.
What were you saying, Heather? Because you seem like you just shocked that we figured it out, figured the code out on y'all.
When Slim fucks you up tomorrow, there's gonna be no one there to protect you. We're all gonna look away.
Ooh,
yeah.
Oh, now that's giving little DCE energy.
Stop it.
Oh, man.
I should it be big DCE energy? Like everything's reversed. So yeah. Yeah, think about it for a second. Yeah.
I don't think Slim saw this video. You have to maybe play it one more time.
Slim, for you, I'm gonna play this video one more time. Hold on, so you can understand.
To know you, that's all.
Okay. Well, if you want to get to know me, how about you pay my rent? Can you do that? Okay, you can't pay my rent. All right, it's giving DCE, and I definitely don't got time for that.
Now, what the hell is DCE?
Dry coochie energy, and that's what it looked like you working with, all right? And I ain't got time for all that shit.
That's right, black man. Know your worth.
You right, black man, because I'm not finna stand for this, all right?
Just trying to get to know you, that's all.
Okay. Well, if you want to get...
And you said check the
some of the comments are funny as hell.
One comment said, it ain't no fun when the rabbit got the gun. Then Thomas 4080 said he's only asking for the bare minimum. And then second to number one said nothing makes the D softer than a female that can't pay for a date. Know your worth, Kings.
Oh my god.
I love
this is wild.
Oh, man.
I like that. I like that a lot. I like that a lot.
Mm-mm.
Wow, this was amazing. I like that. Did you like that, Heather? I like that.
No, I don't like that.
I bet you didn't. I bet you did.
They're roaches because the way it's supposed to work is the man is supposed to take the lady out. That's how that goes. Now, should people be paying each other's rent? No, you shouldn't. Why are you shaking your camera?
I can't believe what I'm hearing right now.
No.
Go ahead.
Continue.
Please.
We're not going to interrupt.
No, never.
I'm just saying that I don't look like that. I'm just saying that shouldn't nobody be paying no one's rent if you don't even know each other and y'all don't live in the same household? Like what? And if y'all do live in the same household and y'all not married, y'all should go half on them bills. If the man make more money, then let him take care of the bills and you take care of the house. Like,
wish it was that.
Y'all know how this go. Y'all old enough to know better.
Sounds like DCE to me.
Yeah, I do. Big DCE.
I can't wait to get off this camera so I can talk to y'all.
Whoa.
Because I'm not gonna say what I want to say on this camera in front of all these people.
Know your worth, King. Don't be scared of her.
Y'all full of shit.
Ooh.
I'm the big dog around this motherfucker. I don't care what y'all
need to
say.
pay some bills, big dog. Need to pay
I
some
do.
bills. I'm gonna need you to take me out, big dog.
That will not be happening.
Got to pay some bills, big dog. My gas tank a little low, big dog. Modern womanism at work. Facts. Oh, look at you. You upset. You mad. Who hurt you?
Never.
Who hurt
I'm gonna
you?
let y'all know right now. I would
Who hurt
never.
you, Slim? Who hurt you, Slim?
Damn.
Man, don't owe a woman a goddamn unless you marry her. That's the only time you owe her anything. I ain't gonna lie
Yep.
to you. I keep it 100. Now let's get into this.
I know
Very
that's right, Slim.
Give you any stickers, any patches?
Yeah.
And where would she put them?
These might look like your regular good job stickers, but they're not. It's a sticker that suppresses a kid's appetite, shifts their moods, and makes them feel sleepy. Parents are accusing a teacher at Options for Learning at South Almonte for giving their children mood-calming stickers without the parents' consent.
Dex, I don't even know what the teacher was thinking when she did that.
Maybe it was easier for them to control all the kids, to have them.
Apparently, the teachers would take off the stickers before the kids got picked up. But one of the parents got there unannounced and saw the sticker on their child's arm.
And we've seen a lot of behavioral issues, sleeping patterns, eating patterns different. So we've seen that the children are having like withdrawal.
What makes it even more dangerous is the teacher wouldn't have known if these kids had any allergic reaction or skin sensitivities that the sticker may trigger, making it an even bigger health concern. Now the parents have pulled out all their kids in school, believing that it wasn't just one teacher involved.
Did the teacher?
Dang.
I guess I go first with this one. First off, shout out to did you send this out, Alonzo, or did you, Heather?
Mm-hmm.
Oh man, okay.
Maybe it was.
Whoever sent this, shout out to you, because this could have been a main by itself. I don't condone that at all. Good job to the parents pulling every single one out. Every single one out. That's crazy, fam. Like, how you gonna be giving my kids sleepy gummies during the daytime? That's crazy. Throwing off their eating schedule and stuff. So the cat assassin said that's wrong, but it is clever. I'm gonna give you 5 points for clever though. That was clever though, because they were taking the stickers off the kids too before he got
Right.
That was
man.
I don't like it though. You ain't supposed to be that clever. If you that clever, you should be able to be clever enough to figure out how to deal with my kid without drugging them. But
True.
All right. What you got, Heather, on this one?
I think that was very inappropriate. I would have lost my shit if it was my child. They did the right thing by pulling them kids out because I'm pretty sure other teachers knew about it. They had to know. And it is easier to take care of the kids if you can have them sleep all day. But it's still not right. Like, parents pay a lot of money for daycare. We trust you with our kids while we at work. Like, you can't be doing shit like that. What if one of those kids would have had like an allergic reaction, or I don't know, what if the melatonin or whatever was too high and one of them kids OD'd? Now, how do you explain that to a parent?
You don't.
It's just crazy. You can't bring back a baby that you done killed. Like, that's crazy.
You talking facts. Alfonso, what you got?
Man, I would have been like, give me that pack of stickers. I'm gonna put them all on that teacher. Every single sticker.
That's crazy.
For every single one, man.
If you survive through this, then we'll talk.
Yeah.
Get the ones out of her car too. Yeah, that whole box in the back.
Right.
That whole 100-pack.
I'm pretty sure them teachers were sharing that stuff.
Oh yeah. That's why I said that the parents were good on them for like pulling every single kid out of there. Every single kid.
Mm-hmm.
All right, y'all. Well, y'all know what time it is. So, is this a video right here? No. No, we'll do your. I got one for you, Heather, and then we'll get into it. Let's be fair.
You see this shit? Hey, and I'm really thick. Tell Lotto I'm really thick. Like,
really thick.
What it is. That's it. That's all I got.
Yeah. I f- with the energy. It gives me a comedian. That's what it gives me. I love it just gives me like she could be in a Kevin Hart movie. Like
it gives me I'm like an actress on the side.
Yeah.
Hold on, sorry guys.
Appreciate you. Keep doing your thing.
You beautiful though. You beautiful.
Yeah,
like,
you are.
Beautiful, stunning.
I don't know what was going on, but
it was like
okay. That was interesting. Would you like to share your thoughts on why you sent that to us?
So basically, Lotto was saying that girl didn't have no talent. She just
I'm a
had,
bad.
like, she was just cute. So basically, it's like Ice Spice, because Ice Spice is no talent and just cute.
Whoa.
Easy. Ice Spice got a lot of talent.
Yeah, it's got a whole lot of talent. Why are you doing that?
What are y'all listening to the music or y'all looking at her dance? Which talent we talking about?
Well, you see, there you go, trying to trip me up like ABC was trying to trip up Trump. Like, no, you said talent, and I said yes.
What kind of talent?
There's multiple
I think
talents.
she
I saw her
should go
doing
back to
push-ups in a
school
private plane.
and work on her biology major instead of trying to make music.
Well, that's a talent too.
Because that rap career ain't it.
You a munch. Look at her face.
I want to say a whole bunch of stuff that I cannot say right now because then I'm gonna look crazy.
Oh, that made her mad.
We're talking shit on here.
Got mad at him, boy. I just playing.
Yup, Slim. They're looking at her body, yaddy yaddy.
I listen to her on mute, so it's all good.
Dang, boy.
Oh, you do her the way Drake do her.
Sir. I don't think you're supposed to watch it like that. Anyway, let's see what Soda Can Assassin said. No one is asking how bad are these kids to the point where you have to. Oh, come on, bro. Some of y'all kids are bad though, but I don't think you should be drugging kids. Just bring back the belt, bro.
They're under the age of 5. Like, they really don't know no better. They don't really understand.
That's cap, but whatever.
Perfect for the belt.
Yeah, that's cap though.
Y'all full of shit.
They don't know no better.
A 1-year-old knows better.
You said a 5-year-old.
I said under the age of 5. Most of them are under the age of 5.
Could be 4.
A 4-year-old would know better. A 3-year-old is like semi. Like, they don't really understand concept yet. Like, they get it, but they don't get it. Like, they're still developing. And you should not be whooping no 2-year-old or a 3-year-old. That's abuse.
I'm saying it gives me take your ass home.
Mm-hmm.
I guess she's talking about the Ice Spice thing.
She's talking about Ice Spice.
And then Sim said they looking at her body, yada 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 yada. She didn't put all that, but you know what I'm saying. She said, "Wow, I need my soundboard. I need a better soundboard." Anyway, Solo Can Assassin says Ice Spice is a talentless set of cakes with a pretty face.
I like that.
I disagree. I think she has a lot of talent. We did an in-depth interview about Ice Spice. Don't y'all remember?
Yeah, she's a plant. That's why I sent that to you. So it'll reflect kind of back on that.
What's that, Alfonso? What was the Asian guy that played basketball? I think he
Yao
was.
Ming?
Yeah.
Yao Ming?
No. Was it Yao Ming? No.
Or are you talking about Lin?
Yeah, like he came, he was a sensation, and then he brought all that back to his home.
Yeah.
He was a plant, and I would say he did a pretty good job. So.
I think you're talking about Yao Ming, the big tall one, right? He was like 7.
No, it was Jeremy Lin. Wasn't it?
Oh, Lin? Okay, yeah, Lin. Yeah. And he played with the Rockets for a little bit.
Yeah,
he didn't do nothing.
Lin Fever.
He didn't do nothing when he played with the Rockets.
Slim also said, okay, 345-year-old has been here before. Okay. I don't quite know what that means, but I trust you. And she ain't this. Never mind. All right.
She was pretty.
Okay. I'm with you. All right. Let's get into the meat and potatoes of this thing. So let's just go ahead and give the chat time to put in some stuff on how they feel. If you did watch it, if you watched the debate, then feel free. If you didn't watch the debate, then just hold off. Just say, hey, hold off. I'm watching it for the first time with y'all. Can y'all please hurry up? Speaking of which, where's baby Scorpio to keep us on schedule? Anyway. I want y'all to put it in there. We're going to give you a little time. Toto, quit talking about the girls. There we go. The debate
What are we listening
was hilarious. He said the debate was hilarious. Why? Why, sir? All right, so we're gonna go ahead and get into this real quick. Did y'all send anything that y'all wanted me to have as well? If you did, to send it to me through the phone so I can pull it up. If not, we're gonna get this going because this thing is long. Pause. So we can go ahead and get into it. Also, to break up the monotony, I have actually found a couple of things that's gonna make it go a little bit smoother, faster. So we're gonna play just the beginning of it, and then we're gonna come back with another video. This is gonna be an interactive thing. So sit back, enjoy, relax. Hey guys, on my side with me, my co-host, if y'all want me to pause at any moment, just let me know. We're gonna run it nice and smooth. So let's go ahead and get this party started. Let's check the chat real quick. So can I say Kamala actually answered more than one question. I was surprised. He did. She didn't even bring up the electric school bus. Well, I don't think she had time. I think your boy was on her.
Oh my god.
And she was like, take that, take that, take that. She was like, no. All right, so let's go ahead and get started. Let's change our background up. And just to let y'all know, this is the background we're going to be using for right now. As you can see, we got Donald Trump in them nice gloves because he was handling his own out there. 3v1. He was doing his thing, though. We appreciate you, man, out there taking them blows, dog. Taking that. All right. Let's see what we got here. Replace the screen share with this here. Y'all let me know if the volume is okay, if it's too loud, all that good stuff. All right. Let's get this party started.
Stakes showdown here in Philadelphia between Vice President Kamala Harris and former President Donald Trump. Their first face-to-face meeting in this presidential election, their first face-to-face meeting ever.
A historic race for president upended just weeks ago. President Biden withdrawing after his last debate. Donald Trump now up against a new opponent.
The candidates separated by the smallest of margins, essentially tied in the polls nationally and in the key battlegrounds, including right here in Pennsylvania, all still very much in play. The ABC News presidential debate starts right now.
This is an ABC News special. The most consequential moment of this campaign. Kamala Harris.
Together, we will chart a new way forward.
Donald Trump.
And President Donald Trump.
Kamala Harris. Let's have a good debate.
Have fun.
Thank you.
Welcome to you both. It's wonderful to have you. It's an honor to have you both here tonight.
Good evening. We are looking forward to a spirited and thoughtful debate.
So let's get started. I want to begin tonight with the issue that voters repeatedly say is their number one issue, and that is the economy and the cost of living in this country. Vice President Harris, you and President Trump were elected 4 years ago, and your opponent on the stage here tonight often asks his supporters, are you better off than you were 4 years ago? When it comes to the economy, do you believe Americans are better off than they were 4 years ago?
So I was raised as a middle-class kid. And I am actually the only person on this stage who has a plan that is about lifting up the middle class and working people.
The football player who got arrested at the Franklin Pass. You talking about the dude that they trying to make like a Black Lives Matter like thing for? Because he got a ticket. Because he got 2 tickets, and because he was trying to be a YouTuber and trying to say, I know my rights, and I'm not gonna let my window down, and you can't see my insurance.
Oh, from
that car.
From the other day.
The one that was on the news?
Yeah.
Like last week?
No, it was Sunday.
It don't matter.
Yeah, I think that was Tariq. I think that was Tariq Hill. But yeah.
Yeah, man, that's crazy. Nah, I got no sympathy for that. Sorry, Slim. He said, "That's okay. I forgot it's my birthday." But, oh, by the way, let me change this real quick. I'll go ahead and hit play. There we go.
Of America. I believe in the ambition, the aspirations, the dreams of the American people. And that is why I imagine and have actually a plan to build what I call an opportunity economy. Because here's the thing. We know that we have a shortage of homes and housing, and the cost of housing is too expensive for far too many people.
Yes, I know that part. Yes, that happened. She did almost say, "This bitch," like the throat, like she got mad. Like that was the most blackest I've ever seen her in my life.
We know that young families need support to raise their children, and I intend on extending a tax cut for those families of $6,000, which is the largest child tax credit that we have given in a long time, so that those young families can afford to buy a crib, buy a car seat, buy clothes for their children. My passion, one of them, is small businesses. My mother raised my sister and me, but there was a woman who helped raise us. We call her our second mother. She was a small business owner. I love our small businesses. My plan is to give a $50,000 tax deduction to startup small businesses, knowing they are part of the backbone of America's economy. My opponent, on the other hand, his plan is to do what he has done before, which is to provide a tax cut for billionaires and big corporations, which will result in $5 trillion to America's deficit. My opponent has a plan that I call the Trump's sales tax, which would be a 20% tax on everyday goods that you rely on to get through the month. Economists have said that Trump sales tax would actually result for middle-class families in about $4,000 more a year because of his policies and his ideas about what should be the backs of middle-class people paying for tax cuts for billionaires.
President Trump, I'll give you 2 minutes.
First of all, I have no sales tax. That's an incorrect statement. She knows that. We're doing tariffs on other countries. Other countries are going to finally, after 75 years, pay us back for all that we've done for the world. And the tariff will be substantial in some cases. I took in billions and billions of dollars, as you know, from China. In fact, they never took the tariff off because it was so much money they can't. It would totally destroy everything that they've set out to do. They're taking in billions of dollars from China and other places. They've left the tariffs on. When I had it, I had tariffs, and yet I had no inflation. Look, we've had a terrible economy because inflation which is really known as a country buster. It breaks up countries. We have inflation like very few people have ever seen before, probably the worst in our nation's history. We were at 21%, but that's being generous because many things are 50, 60, 70, and 80% higher than they were just a few years ago. This has been a disaster for people, for the middle class, but for every class. On top of that, we have millions of people pouring into our country from prisons and jails, from mental institutions and insane asylums, and they're coming in and they're taking jobs that are occupied right now by African Americans and Hispanics, and also unions. Unions are going to be affected very soon. And you see what's happening. You see what's happening with towns throughout the United States. You look at Springfield, Ohio. You look at Aurora in Colorado. They are taking over the towns. They're taking over buildings. They're going in violently. These are the people that Xi and Biden led into our country, and they're destroying our country. They're dangerous. They're at the highest level of criminality, and we have to get them out. We have to get them out fast. I created one of the greatest economies.
You say he extra?
Yes.
Why he extra?
Because why he's saying that they let these immigrants in and that they're just so evil and they just want to attack us. Like, what? That don't even sound right. Why are you saying that?
Dogs, bro. Cats and dogs.
Everybody has a fair chance, right? Like some of these people who come in, they're fucking kids. Like some people really come here to have a better life. Now, some people do come here and do some fuck shit. They do. They be on that bullshit, but not everybody. That's a stereotype. That's not cool.
It's a stereotype for them to eat cats and dogs?
Now
I'm just asking a question. Because we had a whole live stream about than legal immigration, and your stance changed like Kamala Harris did about fracking. So I'm just trying to figure out.
I'm sorry, what?
Your stance on immigration has changed like Kamala Harris' stance on fracking changed. Like at first you was like, I'm not really for the immigration. They need to be on their own island. You know what I'm saying?
I said that we could they could have their own island.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
never said, oh, they need their own island.
You didn't
We were
say
talking about how Hot Wheels. Man, we're not even finna debate about this right now because I already know what you're doing.
I'm just
Because we're not gonna go on about this. We're gonna keep going on. The people don't want to hear us.
they're here for us.
They don't want to hear that because we're gonna go back and forth. We were talking about Hot Wheels, not the president.
I say just push play, keep on going.
All right.
In the history of our country, I'll do it again and even better.
We are going to get to immigration and border security during this debate, but I would like to let Vice President Harris respond on the economy here.
Well, I would love to. Let's talk about what Donald Trump left us. Donald Trump left us the worst unemployment since the Great Depression. Donald Trump left us the worst public health epidemic in a century. Donald Trump left us the worst attack on our democracy since the Civil War. And what we have done is clean up Donald Trump's mess. What we have done and what I intend to do is build on what we know are the aspirations and the hopes of the American people. But I'm going to tell you all in this debate tonight, you're going to hear from the same old tired playbook, a bunch of lies, grievances, and name-calling. What you're going to hear tonight is a detailed and dangerous plan called Project 2025 that the former president intends on implementing if he were elected again. I believe very strongly that the American people want a president who understands the importance of bringing us together, knowing we have so much more in common than what separates us. And I pledge to you to be a president for all Americans.
President Trump will give you a minute here to respond.
All right, how y'all feeling so far?
I mean, going back to the very, very initial question.
Yeah.
I don't know. I
You
think
feel
she
like
just
they
kind
answered the question?
not really. She just kind of danced around it. Danced around the answer. She should have started off by saying yes or no, and then give her explanation. Bless you. And then give her explanation. But she just kind of. I mean, I think we're worse off, personally.
So yeah, that's a good way to do it. Heather, you think we're worse off or better economically?
I feel like neither one of them really answered it. So,
what's your answer though? You personally?
I don't
Let's see
know.
if you can do what the presidents couldn't do. Let's see if you can.
I don't know.
All the people that want to be president, a former president and a vice president, can you answer the question like Al just did? A yes or a no? No, is it too complicated? You need to talk about your family and your history and legal immigrants.
Do I feel like we could be better off? Yes. Now, are they gonna get us better? I don't know. I really don't know.
Yeah.
Yep.
I think honestly, for me, I haven't got any worse. I'm just being critical. Like if somebody would ask me, is it worse or better right now? For me, I'm unaffected. Now the reason why I'm unaffected is because I believe that, due to the years before that, because we sold a house during those years. And that really helped out a lot, But who's to say that the market would have even been favorable if this presidency had been operating during that time? Because Donald Trump was the president then when we sold our home. So, and everything was a little bit better. So I would say because of those formative years, or, now we're doing all right because we were good stewards of what we had. But I think, that's neither here nor there. I'm not really basing what I'm going to do on one person. So while you're there, if you can help me out, great. But at the end of the day, it's really going to be those smaller local things that you vote for that makes a difference. Like you should be voting for dog catcher all the way up to mayor. then from mayor all the way up to governorship. Like, if you don't vote for nothing else, you should be voting for all that stuff in 29. Let's see. Slim says, "Wow, I really like this kind of." I'm glad you do. I'm glad you're learning something. Now, in order to just break up the monotony, because I know how our chat is, I know how they are. Okay, so I'm gonna give you a little something to tide you over. So let me just give you a little something to tide you over. 1 second. All right, this right here comes from a content creator called Pink Book Lessons. We have actually covered 2 of her videos, and I believe we all like them. So this should just help kind of get y'all in the mood for what's going on. I think Heather will enjoy this one.
When is the next debate? Kamala did not convince me to vote for her tonight.
Miss Mama, at what point you gonna put us first? We done watched you, witnessed you put everybody else but us first. And using our taxpayer dollars, our money to put everybody else first. So at what point do we get put first? We gotta vote you in, and then on day 1, you gonna put us first. Instead of showing us you gonna put us first right now, but we gotta vote for you first for you to put us first.
In this election, I actually have...
That don't sound like even trade to me, Mala.
I don't know why y'all keep saying Kamala Harris ate him up. She won the debate. No, she didn't, because 30% of voters say they don't know anything about Kamala Harris or her stances. And guess what? They still don't, because those moderators did a horrible job asking her the right questions and giving her pushback on all her stances. And yes, Donald Trump could have done a better job on pushing her on all her beliefs too, but, you know, he didn't know he had to debate 3 people.
Yeah, I feel about that so far.
Interesting.
We're going back to the debate. I'm just swapping it up because I know our viewership likes to keep it moving. So we'll come back and we'll finish a little bit more of this, but I just wanted to break it up. But how y'all feeling about that? Have you seen that, or have you not yet seen these accusations?
I haven't seen them.
Yeah, I haven't seen this is my first time watching the debate, so
I want y'all to, now that you know kind of what some people are saying allegedly, let's see if we can find it. So, all right, here we go. Let's continue.
Number one, I have nothing to do, as you know, and as she knows better than anyone, I have nothing to do with Project 2025. That's out there. I haven't read it. I don't want to read it purposely. I'm not going to read it. This was a group of people that got together. They came up with some ideas, I guess some good, some bad, but it makes no difference. I have nothing to do. Everybody knows I'm an open book. Everybody knows what I'm going to do. Cut taxes very substantially and create a great economy like I did before. We had the greatest economy. We got hit with a pandemic. And the pandemic was not since 1917, where 100 million people died, has there been anything like it. We did a phenomenal job with the pandemic. We handed them over a country where the economy and where the stock market was higher than it was before the pandemic came in. Nobody's ever seen anything like it. We made ventilators for the entire world. We got gowns, we got masks, we did things that nobody thought possible. And people give me credit for rebuilding the military. They
say that again?
He's speaking facts right now because that pandemic was rough. I worked the whole pandemic. I had like 2 jobs. It was crazy, but everything was at a standstill, but everything was still flowing, if that makes sense. Like, it was just weird. And then he made sure, like, we got free COVID testing, you know, there was the whole mask thing. Like, he made sure that everyone had what they needed. He even gave us the stimulus checks so that we could quarantine. So I feel like when it came to that, yeah, he took care of us. Now, is she gonna do that? I don't know. But he did it. I'm pretty sure he would do it again.
I like it. I mean, okay. I got nothing to say behind that. So we'll keep rolling. Alfonso, you got something?
No. I mean, that's true though.
Yeah.
But you know, yeah.
Where's your horn at?
Oh yeah, where is
Oh,
the
I'm
horn?
sorry, since you made a point.
Yeah, one for Trump.
Whoa, what? All right, you're getting that type of energy from earlier, right? Chill out.
Mm.
All right. Anyway, let's keep going.
They give me credit for a lot of things, but not enough credit for the great job we did with the pandemic. But the only jobs they got were bounce back jobs. These were jobs bounce back, and it bounced back and it went to their benefit. But I was the one that created them. They know it, and so does everybody else.
Vice President Harris, I'll let you respond.
So Donald Trump has no plan for you. And when you look at his economic plan, it's all about tax breaks for the richest people. I am offering what I describe as an opportunity economy, and the best economists in our country, if not the world, have reviewed our relative plans for the future of America. What Goldman Sachs has said is that Donald Trump's plan would make the economy worse, mine would strengthen the economy. What the Wharton School has said is Donald Trump's plan would actually explode the deficit. 16 Nobel laureates have described his economic plan as something that would increase inflation and by the middle of next year would invite a recession.
Can you pause
You
it?
just have to look at where we are.
Say again.
So what exactly is his plan?
So that's the issue that everybody is saying. Like,
So there is no plan then, right?
No, not true. I mean, he has some things on his site that we covered.
Yeah.
The issue that people are having is that it wasn't adequately explained here during the debate. Because we can pull up his website and we can see what he plans on doing when he gets into office. The issue is people didn't get to see or hear the plan as well as they would have liked from either party.
Yeah, like I would like for him to tell us like this is my plan.
Yeah. I mean, we kind of told
Because right now they both don't have a plan. So I don't even know what they're fighting about right now because this is just stupid. Like y'all both in the same fucking boat.
But it seems like that the way that they are, going at it. So but I will, while we let this play a little bit longer, I will pull up his plan.
I remember going over his stuff.
Yeah, we did. We went through all of them.
Mm-hmm.
But it doesn't amount to much.
But those are just bullet points.
Yeah, those are things he would like to complete when he gets into office.
Yeah, but he
We'll
needs
see
to
his
like
plan.
give us an actual like plan, instructions on what he plans to do. What are your goals?
Well, Slim said not with Donald Trump. He's full of S. Well, hey, that's your opinion. And you know what? I'm glad that you have an opinion. So my job tonight is just to present you with what happened here while trying to get some facts if we can, so that you're just informed of what happened, so that you know how the country is feeling too. Because we also have reactions from Pennsylvania, from Arizona, from I believe Dallas, Fort Worth area. Reactions right after the debate. So you're gonna get to see what your fellow colleagues are too. And I wasn't biased in it. I didn't just find stuff that everybody liked Trump on. I also found some stuff that people like Kamala about too. Slim said, I really think both need some plans. And that's the truth. But
Yeah.
to be totally honest, as we get into this, because I have watched it, you're gonna see that some of the plans that we did, some of the bullet points, as Heather put, because just to be fair, those are ideas that he wants to implement. But you're gonna find that as Kamala starts talking, it's gonna start to look a lot familiar, and Trump's gonna call out on it as we go a little bit further in. So let's continue. Thank you guys.
So
for
she's copying his stuff.
We'll get to it.
It's like a movie. It's like a movie. We just gotta watch it.
Yeah. Don't believe it, just watch. Don't believe it. Anyway. Thank you guys. We have hit the hour mark, so I'm gonna go ahead and share with you guys what we're doing. We're gonna try our best to make it through this tonight. I plan on making through it tonight, but I do understand that we also have other jobs. So if you see people drop off for a little while, maybe pop back up. We're not gonna be pulling that Slim and Heather thing where it's like 12-hour stream. We're not doing that, but we're gonna get through it though. We're not doing no 12-hour stream though. So let's just keep on going. If you guys got anything in the chat that you want to tell us, feel free.
And where we stand on the issues. And I'd invite you to know that Donald Trump actually has no plan for you because he is more interested in defending himself than he is in looking out for you.
That's just a soundbite. They gave her that to say. Look, I went to the Wharton School of Finance, and many of those professors, the top professors, think my plan is a brilliant plan. It's a great plan. It's a plan that's going to bring up our worth, our value as a country. It's going to make people want to be able to go and work and create jobs and create a lot of good, solid money for our country. And just to finish off, she doesn't have a plan. She copied Biden's plan, and it's like 4 sentences, like run, spot, run. 4 sentences that are just, oh, we'll try and lower taxes. She doesn't have a plan. Take a look at her plan. She doesn't have a plan.
Mr. President, I do want to drill down on something you both brought up. The Vice President brought up your tariffs. You responded, and let's drill down on this, because your plan is what she calls is essentially a national sales tax. Your proposal calls for tariffs, as you pointed out here, on foreign imports across the board. You recently...
So we know that the first part of his plan, as far as to fix the economic status, is to increase the amount of tariffs. And that's basically the amount of foreign money that people have to pay in order to do business here. So that's his plan. He's critiquing his plan by saying, actually what you're doing is that you're going to raise the cost of goods by putting tariffs on people. Like, let's say if Microsoft has to pay more to import their stuff, and I'm just using Microsoft as an example. I don't know what none of that is, but let's just say this right here. We'll use this paperclip or whatever this clip is. If this clip is $5 and I need to make a profit, I can sell it to you for $7 and be okay, right? But what if the boat right here costs an additional $1? Now it's a $6. Okay, no big deal. But then they say, hey, Jeremy, in order to sell this in Manheim, we're gonna need $3. We don't care where they come from, but we're gonna need $3. Well, 6, 7, 8, 9. But I sell it for $7. No, I don't sell it for $7 no more. She's saying that because the tariff is gonna get very so high that this thing now, it's gonna make me have to sell this for $12 a piece in order to make money. So while you are getting the $3 something for everyone sold, I'm turning around and I'm charging you $12 so that I can make up for the tariff and still make profit. And that's what her argument is. You understand?
Mm-hmm.
All right, let's keep going.
I mean, tequila's gonna go up, vodka's gonna go up.
Hey, as long as the bud don't go up, Budweiser that is.
There's a recall on tequila right now.
They ain't gonna stop you from drinking.
On cheap tequila.
I don't drink that shit.
Not the good
Put
tequila.
the worm in there and just drink it anyway.
I don't drink that. I drink brown.
I drink Jack Daniels exclusive.
I drink whiskey and cognac.
Yeah, I drink brown too. Iced tea.
Yeah, sweet tea with lemons.
We see that tea. Yeah, we see that. All right, let's keep going.
He said that you might double your plan, imposing tariffs up to 20% on goods coming into this country. As you know, many economists say that with tariffs at that level, costs are then passed on to the consumer. Vice President Harris has argued it'll mean higher prices on gas, food, clothing, medication, arguing it costs the typical family nearly $4,000 a year. Do you believe Americans can afford higher prices because of tariffs?
They're not going to have higher prices.
Fuck
What's going to
no.
have and who's going to have higher prices is China and all of the countries that have been ripping us off for years. I was the only president ever. China was paying us hundreds of billions of dollars, and so were other countries. And, you know, if she doesn't like them, they should have gone out and they should have immediately cut the tariffs. But those tariffs are there 3.5 years now under their administration. We are going to take in billions of dollars, hundreds of billions of dollars. I had no inflation, virtually no inflation. They had the highest inflation perhaps in the history of our country because I've never seen a worse period of time. People can't go out and buy cereal or bacon or eggs or anything else. The people of our country are absolutely dying with what they've done. They've destroyed the economy. And all you have to do is look at a poll. The polls say 80 and 85 and even 90% that the Trump economy was great, that their economy was terrible.
Vice President Harris, I do want to ask for your response, and you heard what the president said there, because the Biden administration did keep a number of the Trump tariffs in place. So how do you respond?
Well, let's be clear that the Trump administration resulted in a trade deficit, one of the highest we've ever seen in the history of America. He invited trade wars. You want to talk about his deal with China? What he ended up doing is, under Donald Trump's presidency, he ended up selling American chips to China to help them improve and modernize their military, basically sold us out, when a policy about China should be in making sure the United States of America wins the competition for the 21st century, which means focusing on the details of what that requires, focusing on relationships with our allies, focusing on investing in American-based technology so that we win the race on AI, on quantum computing, focusing on what we need to do to support America's.
First off, as long as we got Elon Musk, we're going to always be ahead on AI. So I don't think that's going to be an issue. Yeah. Anybody got anything?
They do need to invest into that quantum computing, though, because I've heard about that, and there's a lot of countries trying to develop the first like quantum, I guess, technology, computer, whatever, and whoever gets that down, they're gonna be in the lead.
Yeah,
Everybody else.
I'll be so honest with you that is beyond me on so many scales.
Yeah, that's pretty damn difficult to keep up with, though.
I don't even know how to explain it unless I look it up. The only thing I can say is that if you're a Marvel, DC character loving type person, movies, think about the Tesseract. When you first heard about the Tesseract, for my nerds in the chat, that's basically what quantum physics is, right? And then think about the difficulty of Tony Stark learning how to time travel. Quantum physics.
Mm-hmm.
The PIM particles, quantum physics. Like anything that's difficult to take.
Yeah.
All right. Slim said.
But,
I'm sorry. Go ahead.
No, go ahead.
Slim said, why does Cake? He won't call him president. He not no president no more. Slim said that is not what I said. Talking to my phone. Okay, don't worry about it.
I guess she's doing like the talk to text.
I was like, oh, former president.
Wait, but you know what, Jamie? I thought that we owe China all this money. Don't we owe them all this money?
That's a funny dichotomy to it, because we do.
But they just said that.
Oh yeah, you right, Soda Can. But still, I'm just saying that's how difficult it is to somebody that don't know quantum physics, man. Work with me. That was just a nerd thing. Don't worry.
Giving an analogy.
I was saying we owe them all this money, but she's saying that he sold out our military to them.
Yeah, I don't know if that's true or not.
Yeah,
what she said was we sell chips to them, and as you're gonna find out, he has a real smooth rebuttal to that. Because last time I checked, we don't make chips, which is why we were having an issue not too long ago, because there was one major place in the world that was making chips.
Wasn't that from out of Africa? Or no?
Nah, he's gonna tell you.
Oh, well, okay.
Yeah, he's gonna tell you. I don't want to spoil his dig, you know.
Well, I was gonna say just real quick how she was saying, "Oh, he sold us out," but it's like, I mean, they're already selling us out now. They're giving billions to the Ukraine and everywhere else. I'm like, come on, man.
Mm-hmm.
They could give American citizens like $1 million each. It's like, dang.
They already are.
Yeah.
Think about it. I mean, because there are some illegal immigrants that are living better than United States citizens because they have EBT cards.
Yeah.
They're getting a certain stipend amount every month.
Yeah.
And they got free housing. Their kids get to go to the school that's in the area.
And they get to pick the city they want to go to.
Right. So that means you get to pick the school zone that your kid get to go
like,
to.
man.
Mm-hmm.
Like, come on, man. Like, you know how hard it is for a regular everyday person. Like, you have to buy a home. You have to lock
You have to be
into
zoned to that school.
to be zoned in that school.
All right, I'm gonna move to Colorado, man. I'm be all right.
And then when you're not, you need someone. You need a bill in your name, or you need to go get a letter notarized.
Wait. Let me tell you something. Can't say that.
Why?
Because then they're gonna start looking.
Oh,
be a lot of
accusations. Letting y'all know how these things work, or you have to know someone that has the lease agreement
You
in
have
that
to say
district.
allegedly.
Allegedly, yes.
Because otherwise, they think you're talking about yourself. Look at her
My
face.
son, my son isn't.
I'm
My
just
son
telling
doesn't go
you.
to a school that he's zoned to. My son goes to a
Yes,
charter school.
we all agree.
So
Everybody ever in life went to the schools they're supposed to go to. Yes, I agree.
I'm just letting y'all know. So I know how this goes because my son isn't zoned to a school.
Hmm.
But I just want him to have a better education.
I
He
understand.
go to a charter school.
But see, here's the thing, though. No, we already talked about it. We're not gonna belabor it. Let's take a ratchet break. Ratchet break. Do. Somebody make that real quick. Make that real quick and finish it.
There needs to be a sound effect for that.
Yeah. Ratchet break. All right.
So go figure.
Dear Kamala Harris, you lying doghead. Hold on,
God
let me
damn.
unfold this. You open.
All right,
going hard, okay.
I want you to rewind that about 15 seconds. I gotta hear that again. What?
And doghead. Hold up, let me unfold. Kamala Harris, you lying doghead.
So go figure.
Dear Kamala Harris, you lying doghead. Hold up, let me unfold this. You opened up that border to let them Venezuelans in here to take over our apartments. You gave them food stamps, cash, and promised them more housing. All for a vote that you still ain't gonna get. You couldn't get through 10 minutes of the debate without that stupid laugh.
Listen, everybody.
All right.
Damn.
That's enough for the ratchet break. That was fun, wasn't it?
Damn.
God damn, she was going in hard.
That girl was sniping from her couch.
Yo,
It's like, damn.
Howie.
Damn.
You want to
All
meet
right.
Superman? Wow. Hey. Jeez.
Damn.
All right, let's keep going. Thank y'all, chat, for holding out with us. Make sure you hit a like, subscribe, all that good stuff. We're just trying to give the debate a different swing to it. So that people who couldn't watch it, because let's be honest, sometimes it's very boring. We're just trying to make it so that it's not so boring. So you can get through it, so you can get the information you need. Who knows? You might decide who you want to vote for. Now you might decide you want to move to Canada. Who knows? Let's keep going.
Workforce so that we don't end up having on the short end of the stick in terms of workers' rights. But what Donald Trump did, let's talk about this, with COVID, is he actually thanked President Xi for what he did during COVID. Look at his tweet. Thank you, President Xi, exclamation point, when we know that Xi was responsible for lacking and not giving us transparency about the origins of COVID.
President Trump, I'll let you respond.
First of all, they bought their chips from Taiwan. We hardly make chips anymore because of philosophies like they have and policies like they have. I don't say her because she has no policy. Everything that she believed 3 years ago and 4 years ago is out the window. She's going to my philosophy now. In fact, I was going to send her a MAGA hat. She's gone to my philosophy. But if she ever got elected, she'd change it. And it will be the end of our country. She's a Marxist. Everybody knows she's a Marxist. Her father's a Marxist professor in economics.
She's a part of a Marxist organization.
Dang.
That boy was shooting slugs, huh? That boy came out the grill hot.
Dang.
My Lord. That boy said, put the hoagie on the bun.
And he taught her well. But when you look at what she's done to our country, and when you look at these millions and millions of people that are pouring into our country monthly, where it's, I believe, 21 million people, not the 15 that people say, and I think it's a lot higher than the 21, That's bigger than New York State pouring in. And just look at what they're doing to our country. They're criminals. Many of these people coming in are criminals. And that's bad for our economy, too. You know, you mentioned before, we'll talk about immigration later. Well, bad immigration is the worst thing that can happen to our economy. They have, and she has, destroyed our country with policy that's insane. Almost policy that you'd say they have to hate our country.
President Trump, thank you. Lindsay?
I want to turn to the issue of abortion. President Trump, you've often touted that you were able to kill Roe v. Wade. Last year, you said that you were proud to be the most pro-life president in American history. Then last month, you said that your administration would be great for women and their reproductive rights. In your home state of Florida, you surprised many with regard to your 6-week abortion ban because you initially had said that it was too short. And you said, quote, I'm going to be voting that we need more than 6 weeks. But then the very next day, you reversed course and said you would vote to support the 6-week ban. Vice President Harris says that women shouldn't trust you on the issue of abortion because you've changed your position so many times. Therefore, why should they trust you?
Well, the reason I'm doing that vote is because the plan is, as you know, the vote is, they have abortion in the 9th month. They even have, and you can look at the governor of West Virginia, the previous governor of West Virginia, not the current governor, who's doing an excellent job, but the governor before, he said the baby will be born and we will decide what to do with the baby. In other words, we'll execute the baby. And that's why I did that, because that predominates, because they're radical. The Democrats are radical in that. And her vice presidential pick, which I think was a horrible pick, by the way, for our country, because he is really out of it. But her vice presidential pick says abortion in the 9th month is absolutely fine. He also says execution after birth. It's execution, no longer abortion, because the baby is born, is okay. And that's not okay with me, hence the vote. But what I did is something for 52 years. They've been trying to get Roe v. Wade into the states. And through the genius and heart and strength of 6 Supreme Court justices, we were able to do that. Now, I believe in the exceptions for rape, incest, and life of the mother. I believe strongly in it. Ronald Reagan did also. 85% of Republicans do. Exceptions. Very important. But we were able to get it, and now states are voting on it. And for the first time, you're going to see, look, this is an issue that's torn our country apart for 52 years. Every legal scholar, every Democrat, every Republican, liberal, conservative, they all wanted this issue to be brought back to the states where the people could vote. And that's what happened. Now, Ohio, the vote was somewhat liberal. Kansas, the vote was somewhat liberal, much more liberal than people would have thought. But each individual state is voting. It's the vote of the people now. It's not tied up in the federal government. I did a great service in doing it.
How you feel about that, Alfonso?
Man, I just think government shouldn't be like actually having a say-so in that. That should be up to the individual, especially like how we heard stories how some women, if they would like to go along with their birthing, if they're like sometimes they have like a stillborn or something, they could, sometimes take the woman's life. It's like, man, and then they wouldn't let the doctors do abortion because then the doctors can get fined or go to jail and stuff like that, and the person that's trying to do the abortion too, I think they can face fines too, but. Yeah, I don't think the government should have to say so in that.
Yeah,
at all.
Yeah, I actually think that the states would be the ones that make the choice. And the reason why I say that, because a lot of people don't like that, so just hear me out. The reason why I say this is because if you don't like what a state is doing, you can just move to another state.
True.
And I know that sounds difficult, but what I'm saying is if it's a matter between your way of life versus having to conform past the point that you can't, then maybe it is time to move to another place. But at least it gives you option. It allows like-minded people to congregate in one area, opposed to the federal government doing a clean slate across it all, and that's gonna make everybody upset. Because then the person that's mad gonna be mad not only at the government, but they also gonna be mad at the person that's happy. then the person that's happy gonna be mad at the person that's mad because they mad at them for being happy. Like it's
Yep.
just gonna, it's just like why go to a nudist beach if you don't like seeing naked people? Like,
Yeah.
don't go there. You just gonna make everybody uncomfortable. So, and that's how I feel. I feel like we should treat the states like nudist beaches.
True.
Like if you
Good
want
point.
to just have bottomless beach, Texas, then when you're in Texas, you ain't gotta wear no bottoms. If you want to go to Nebraska and you got topless beach, then you ain't gotta wear no top. If you go to Florida and it's all out, then it's all out. And if you go to Pennsylvania and you gotta wear old school '90s like swimming stuff where like it looked like a dress girls going in there to swim, so be it.
What did
But
I miss?
what you missed? Oh, I said that the states should be ran like different types of beaches, like the beach where you like go and you swim normal, and then like nudist beaches.
Oh, I heard about that. They have that in Florida.
No.
It's like a whole community where they get to walk around nude down the street, the beach. They're just naked, free balling everywhere. It's like, damn, that gets down out there.
Yeah, but they originally were talking about abortion.
Completely. Yeah.
Right, they're originally talking about abortion, but he's just kind of bringing this up too, like as
I
an
was
example.
just trying to give us an example and you just like don't worry about it. They're talking about abortion. They still are talking about abortion.
Okay, all right.
And how it should be. Well, Donald Trump wants it to be given to the states, and Kamala Harris wants it to be a federal protection. See, that's what's going on. Kamala Harris wants it to be a federal protection, and Donald Trump wants people to make their own decisions. That's where the issue is, because if you talk to a woman who may have not been pregnant yet, but they're nervous about being pregnant or whatever, or they had bad experience with dudes in the past, or bad experience with girls or whatever, this seems great. Give me my security through the federal government that I can do what I want to do with my body. But if you're somebody that's, maybe already had some kids, maybe got a family or whatever, and you just want to make sure that you may have the option to do it. And if you're not, it's cool. If you need to move, you can. Then those are the people who would rather have the states make their decision. Because I guarantee you, if you are a person who has a family and you care that much about what's going on, you're probably voting anyway. So you're probably voting in like-minded people who are going to vote the way you would have wanted them to vote anyway.
I think each state should do that, because if Texas,
that's currently how it is, because Donald
that's what I was gonna say. Like in Texas, we can't have abortions, but if you really need an abortion, you go to Oklahoma and have it done. So I mean,
and then
I think it should be a state thing because it allows everyone to. Because sometimes you get pregnant and you don't mean to get pregnant. You know what I mean? Like it's an accident. Sometimes women get raped and don't want the baby or molested. Like there's different things. So it's like, how are you really gonna tell someone that they can't have an abortion? Like
that's the beauty of the states, though, because the states can determine what is an acceptable something and what's not an acceptable something.
Yeah.
Whereas if the federal government does it, well, they can't just exclude that, because what about the person who feels like they shouldn't be a parent, but they don't want to wear protection? I identify as a person that's not a parent, but I'm out here.
That's why there's Plan Bs. Just take a Plan B.
I hear you, but I'm just saying, like, I don't want to take Plan B. It's gonna mess up my body. I rather just wait.
Don't let them nut inside of you.
I'd rather
like
just
what?
wait until this parasite gets big enough for them to scoop it out, because that's how some of them feel about it.
That's like way more traumatic on the body. Like be traumatized.
I'm just telling you, some people would rather hit their head and put ice on their tongue than take an aspirin. I don't know what to tell you. Like some people just feel like that's the best route. I'm not gonna put nothing in my body that's gonna make my cycles move. I'm just gonna have somebody scoop this out of me. So, yeah. Anyway. I don't know, man. It is what it is. Let's check the chat. Sam said it's a sad case, but it should be your choice. And I believe that your choice would be better appreciated if it's made within the states, opposed to a federal doctor. Sam also said Heather freeball it. Like the niggas did.
Sure do when I'm at home.
Oh my god.
Oh my god. All right. Next
Then
subject.
Soda Cat said Heather got excited. Apparently,
Sure
she's
did.
freeballing out here.
At home.
Oh
In the
my
privacy of my house.
He said, "See, free ball." All right.
Everybody does that. It's the privacy of your house.
Hey, okay.
Don't act like
What, you
y'all
want me to
don't.
agree with you? You want me?
Yeah.
You want me?
So
to
y'all
say,
don't.
You want me to say I'm out here swinging out here when I'm at the house? That's what you want me to say? You want me to
When
say
you're at
that?
home with your wife, I hope so.
There are 2 little ones in this house and 3 dogs in this house now.
When the kids go to sleep is what I meant. You know what I meant. When the kids go to sleep.
I mean, you don't want to be out here in this free balling lane by yourself. I get it. But you might want to talk to Alfonso because you're not getting me in there.
OMG.
Sir.
Oh man.
You gonna jump on this free balling train, my boy?
Oh man, just push that little triangle there, little play button.
And it took courage to do it. And the Supreme Court had great courage in doing it. And I give tremendous credit to those 6 justices.
There is no state in this country where it is legal to kill a baby after it's born. Madam Vice President, I want to get your response to President Trump.
Well, as I said, you're going to hear a bunch of lies, and that's not actually a surprising fact. Let's understand how we got here. Donald Trump hand-selected 3 members of the United States Supreme Court with the intention that they would undo the protections of Roe v. Wade. And they did exactly as he intended. And now in over 20 states, there are Trump abortion bans, which make it criminal for a doctor or nurse to provide health care. In one state, it provides prison for life. Trump abortion bans that make no exception even for rape and incest, which understand what that means. A survivor of a crime of violation to their body does not have the right to make a decision about what happens to their body next. That is immoral. And one does not have to abandon their faith or deeply held beliefs to agree. The government, and Donald Trump certainly, should not be telling a woman what to do with her body. I have talked with women around our country. You want to talk about this is what people wanted? Pregnant women who want to carry a pregnancy to term, suffering from a miscarriage, being denied care in an emergency room because the healthcare providers are afraid they might go to jail, and she's bleeding out in a car in the parking lot. She didn't want that. Her husband didn't want that. A 12 or 13-year-old survivor of incest being forced to carry a pregnancy to term.
She make it sound so bad. Jesus Christ.
It's their job.
But if you're having an abortion, hold on.
You just talk.
Yeah. If you're having an abortion, the hospital can still help you. The hospital will help you if you're having an abortion and you're bleeding. Even if you go in the hospital and you say, miscarrying. Hey, I'm miscarrying. They will help you. Now, it's different when you're telling them, like, I want an abortion, sedate me, and kill my baby. Like, that's a whole different thing. But if you're bleeding out and you need medical attention, they will help you because that's considered internal bleeding. You'll die. So she just made it sound so bad. Like, they just going to refuse you health care. It's not how that works. You go to the hospital and they're not going to run your insurance if you ain't got none. They're just going to be like, oh, you ain't got no insurance. They still going to take care of you. They can't deny you that.
My question is, she's vice president. Well, I mean, what has she done to change that currently?
Ooh,
that's my question. It's like,
because she's been under Biden this whole time. She could have did something.
Like, it's like, why hasn't it changed? It's like, she's vice president. She should have did something about it already, instead of going around. I know she's talking to people or the women, and she should have literally been on top of that and be like, oh, we're gonna fix that like now. But yeah,
man, you ain't lying. You are not lying. Because I mean, that's what they're saying now. That's literally what they're saying. That other video that we keep going back and forth from. It's people saying, "Yo, you ain't done nothing."
Mm-hmm.
Like it's giving
Mm-mm-mm.
DCE energy.
Right?
We over here giving DCE energy. In case y'all don't know what DC energy means, it's drive.
Stop it.
Okay.
I had to realize what you were saying. I was like, what is he talking about? And I was like, oh, wait a minute. He finna...
I'm finna get her.
But okay, let's be real. As vice president, how much authority does she have? I think that she's able to suggest, like, hey, I think that this is a goal that we should try to reach. But who's to say it's going to happen? Because that's like me. If I have an issue at work and I go to a team lead or a 40 is what we call them, can't really override the supervisor or the manager of our department, right? Because that's what y'all tell me all the time when I got an issue with some.
I mean, if I was one of those said supervisors, I would say, yeah, you're right.
Hey, but she's vice president. Like, if she's vice president, it's like they say, man, the squeaky wheel gets the oil. So she obviously wasn't really.
Heather wasn't taking none of that crap off me.
I'm just saying. So basically, she's in the Biden. She got to tell Biden or his team, whatever the fuck, like, hey, I think we need to do X, Y, and Z. That don't mean they're going to listen because nothing get resolved where I'm from.
I have it. The Vice President of the United States has several powers and responsibilities primarily defined by the U.S. Constitution. President of the state is number one. President of the Senate is number one. The Vice President serves as the President of the Senate and has the power to cast a tie-breaking vote when the Senate is equally divided. This role is mostly ceremonial, but the tie-breaking vote can be crucial in passing a legislation. Number two, electoral vote certification. Oh, that's not good. I can see a problem right now. The Vice President presides over the joint session of Congress to count and certify the electoral votes during presidential elections.
I didn't know that.
This ensures the orderly transition of executive power. Now, if I'm trying to be the president and I'm the VP and I'm a little short on the electoral college vote, who decides just want to shuffle them around a little bit?
Right?
I'm just saying, that seems not good. Number three is presidential succession. The vice president is the first in the line of succession to the presidency. If the president is unable to perform their duties due to death, resignation, or incapacitation, the vice president assumes the role of acting president. And last but not least is the advisory role. The vice president often serves as a key advisor to the president and may be assigned specific tasks or roles by the president, such as representing an administration on Capitol Hill, serving on the National Security Council, kind of like the borders are, don't worry about it, or acting as a high-level representative to foreign heads of state. Right. These powers and responsibilities highlight the vice president's significant role in both legislative and executive branches. Okay. That's it. So it holds a lot. It holds a lot of gray area power by the looks of it.
Yeah.
Kind of like what I do at work. So yeah. Holds a lot of gray area power. Like you need them when you need them. You need them, okay? So that answers your question, Slim, on what authority do they actually have to make changes, unless they're appointed to do something, like being a border czar. Anyway, all right.
She's like assistant manager.
Yeah, assistant manager. So. All right, y'all, let's keep rocking. This is officially, well, not officially the longest stream we've had, but it's getting there. So,
it's getting there.
And I pledge to you, When Congress passes a bill to put back in place the protections of Roe v. Wade, as President of the United States, I will proudly sign it into law. But understand, if Donald Trump were to be reelected, he will sign a national abortion ban. Understand, in his Project 2025, there would be a national abortion, a monitor that would be monitoring your pregnancies, your miscarriages. I think the American people believe that certain freedoms, in particular the freedom to make decisions about one's own body, should not be made by the government.
Thank you, Vice President Harris.
Well, there she goes again. It's a lie. I'm not signing a ban, and there's no reason to sign a ban because we've gotten what everybody wanted. Democrats, Republicans, and everybody else, and every legal scholar wanted it to be brought back into the states, and the states are voting. And it may take a little time, but for 52 years, this issue has torn our country apart, and they've wanted it back in the states. And I did something that nobody thought was possible. The states are now voting. What she says is an absolute lie. And as far as the abortion ban, no, I'm not in favor of abortion ban, but it doesn't matter because this issue has now been taken over by the states.
Would you veto a national abortion ban if it came
Well,
to
I
your
won't
desk?
have to because, again, two things. Number one, she said she'll go back to Congress. She'll never get the vote. It's impossible for her to get the vote, especially now with the 50-50 and essentially 50-50 in both Senate and the House. She's not going to get the vote. She can't get the vote. She won't even come close to it. So it's just talk. You know what it reminds me of when they said they're going to get student loans terminated, and it ended up being a total catastrophe. The student loans, and then her, I think probably her boss, if you call him a boss, he spends all his time on the beach. But look, her boss went out and said, we'll do it again. We'll do it a different way. And he went out, got rejected again by the Supreme
Is he supposed to?
He got no choice. He said, "Hey, for Boston, that's what you want to call it." He always at the beach. I'm gonna start using that line. I'm gonna be like, "What?"
Don't do that. Please don't do that.
I'm be like, "We at the beach."
Hit him with the pass me that sunscreen.
Supreme Court. So all these students got taunted with this whole thing about this whole idea. And how unfair that would have been, part of the reason they lost, to the millions and millions of people that had to pay off their student loans. They didn't get it for free. But they were saying it's the same way that they talked about that they talk about abortion.
But if I could just get a yes or no, because your running mate, J.D. Vance, has said that you would veto it if it did come to your desk.
Well, I didn't discuss it with J.D. In all fairness, J.D., and I don't mind if he has a certain view, but I think he was speaking for me, but I really didn't. Look, we don't have to discuss it because she'd never be able to get it, just like she couldn't get student loans. They couldn't get student loans. They didn't even come close to getting student loans. They taunted young people and a lot of other people that had loans. They can never get this approved. So it doesn't matter what she says about going to Congress. So wonderful. Let's go to Congress. Do it. But the fact is that for years they wanted to get it out of Congress and out of the federal government. And we did something that everybody said couldn't be done. And now you have a vote of the people on abortion.
Vice President Harris, I want to give you your time to respond. But I do want to ask, would you support any restrictions on a woman's right to an abortion?
I absolutely support reinstating the protections of Roe v. Wade. And as you rightly mentioned, nowhere in America is a woman carrying a pregnancy to term and asking for an abortion. That is not happening. It's insulting to the women of America. And understand what has been happening under Donald Trump's abortion.
Are you insulted by that?
What am I supposed to be insulted by? By him saying that I would want an abortion if I was
women
pregnant?
been going in like super pregnant, asking for abortion.
That's not how the abortion works. So there was already a law before this whole Roe Wade thing. There used to be a law that if you were 15 weeks or past 15 weeks, you could no longer get an abortion. So basically, by the time you were halfway through your second trimester, you could no longer get an abortion. You had to be under so many weeks to get the abortion. So you're not going to be 40 weeks pregnant or 38 asking for an abortion. That's not how that works. And I don't find offense to it, but I could see how a woman could be offended by it, especially someone who does have kids but miscarries a lot, because that is another like sensitive topic.
Okay.
How you gonna say someone's gonna decide they don't want their baby and they're like fucking 30 weeks, 35 weeks pregnant? Like that's not cool.
You're right. All right, let's keep going.
Abortion bans. Couples who pray and dream of having a family are being denied IVF treatments. What is happening in our country? Working people, working women who are working 1 or 2 jobs, who can barely afford childcare as it is, have to travel to another state to get on a plane sitting next to strangers to go and get the help.
Oh man, heaven forbid you got to get on a plane and sit next to a stranger.
I mean, you could always drive your car.
Wow. I mean, just the fact that strangers are on planes.
I mean, when you get on a plane, everyone is a stranger. That's like when you go to a concert, when you go to a cafe, you don't know everyone sitting at a table or standing next to you at a concert. You don't. If you go to a big church like Lakewood, you definitely don't know everybody at church.
Hey, Heather, that's the whole point. I was making fun of her statement.
I was just saying.
Yeah.
Elaborating.
I was poking fun. No, okay. All right.
Healthcare she needs. Barely can afford to do it, and what you are putting her through is unconscionable. And the people of America have not, the majority of Americans believe in a woman's right to make decisions about her own body. And that is why in every state where this issue has been on the ballot, in red and blue states both, the people of America have voted for freedom.
Vice President Harris,
Excuse me, I
thank
have
you.
to respond. Another lie. It's another lie. I have been a leader on IVF, which is fertilization. The IVF, I have been a leader. In fact, when they got a very negative decision on IVF from the Alabama courts, I saw the people of Alabama and the legislature 2 days later voted it in. I've been a leader on it. They know that, and everybody else knows it. I have been a leader on fertilization, IVF. And the other thing, you should ask, will she allow abortion in the 8th month, 9th month, 7th month?
Come on.
Okay, would you do that? Why don't you ask her that question?
Why don't you answer the question? Would you
because
veto?
under Roe v.
Answer
Wade,
the question, would you veto?
you could do abortions in the 7th month, the 8th month, the 9th
That's
month,
not true.
and probably after birth. Just look at the governor, former governor of Virginia. The governor of Virginia said we put the baby aside and then we determine what we want to do with the baby.
President Trump, thank you.
We're going to turn now to immigration and border security. We know it's an issue that's important to Republicans, Democrats, voters across the board in
What
this
do you
country.
mean? What do you do with
Vice
the
President
baby?
Harris,
gonna kill
you
the
were
baby?
tasked by President Biden with getting to the root causes of
he still never
migration
answered
from
the
Central
question,
America. We know that illegal border crossings reached a record high in the Biden administration. This past June, President Biden imposed tough new asylum restrictions.
How y'all feeling about this?
That was wild.
About the abortion? Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, that
But yeah.
the debate as a whole. Like, are you seeing the theme?
I mean, it's getting a little bit better. But yeah, I mean, Trump he never answered the question if he would veto it. He just kept bringing up different points.
Well, yeah, you're all right. He didn't answer if he would veto it, but his position was it can never happen.
Yeah. He just kept saying, no, we're leaving it up to the states now.
Yeah,
So,
I think, and saying that he did create that policy and it's currently working right now, I would probably tread on a line like that too. I would probably be like, there's no need to ask me that question because if I get back in office, I'm gonna make sure the way that I left it is gonna keep going that way. Like, what are you talking about? All right, let's get a ratchet moment real quick before we.
Oh,
let's just do a little quick ratchet.
Ratchet moment's always good.
All right, let's replay this, and we will go.
The moderators fact checking her, allowing her not to answer questions, and to just ramble on with these monologues that she memorized. I had people sending me messages before the debate to these prayer lines to pray for Kamala. Well, all I gotta say is these black women right here, they're not trying to get on the Kamala prayer line. We're going to get into it, but first, take a second to make sure you're subscribed to the channel and click the notification bell for all updates. Won't waste any time. Let's go ahead and jump into it.
This debate is so hard to watch when you are very clear on the fact that Kamala started it gaslighting Americans. She's been gaslighting Americans the entire time. She's picking the things that she knows you're scared of. You see, she's bringing up January 6th. She's not telling the whole story. She brings up the C word, the pandemic. She brings that up, knowing that's not his fault. He didn't start it. Matter of fact, I was in Europe the November before, and it was actually in Europe where I was at the time. It's really sad that Americans, I see my friends on TikTok on Facebook who are like, oh my God, she's cooking him. Oh my God, she's like doing amazing. She's lying in her amazingness. And let me tell you, you guys are stupid enough to believe her. All you got to do is a little bit of fact checking, but no, that's not what you're going to do. You're going to automatically call him a lie because the media and them have helped you believe that he was a lie. You ain't going to fact check it. You ain't going to look. You're not going to look. But are you noticing that all she keeps leaning on is this is why I'm going to be better because I don't incite the things that he do and I'm bringing us together. Baby, that is not giving me whole policies. What are you going to do? What are you able to do? Because everything that you're able to do as a VP, which also means you hold the most important seat in the Senate, you can do as president. As a matter of fact, the truth is you got a little bit more power now with the seat in Senate you have. And you're not under the
Oh, she said something about seat incentives. So I guess if you are the president of the Senate, I guess your word could heavily influence who becomes the next senator or who stays the senator.
Oh yeah, I bet. Yeah.
Okay. All right, guys. Let's do this. So we're trying to give you the best content we possibly can, but we have day jobs. We got for real day jobs that require us to walk around a lot. So, all right.
A little bit.
Just a little bit. So, what we're gonna do right now, guys, is we are going to because look, I'm looking at the debate. We only 26 minutes in on a 2-hour debate. You hear me? But because we get our reaction and because we're giving good points, I believe everybody's saying good things. We are going to put a pin in it right now, and what we'll probably do is we're gonna try to come back to you sometime this week. I know that Slim was supposed to be doing a pre-recorded show tomorrow, so we'll just see. We'll let y'all know because what we might do is we might split it up and do like something like that. So it's pre-recorded with some more pre-recorded stuff. Y'all listen to us during the weekend. So who knows? So let's do this. Closing thoughts so far?
Well, I want to. It's like a movie. I want to finish watching it.
Yeah,
but yeah, we still got a lot to go through. But yeah. But hell yeah, it's getting late, and my eyes are fighting me.
So we'll put it to this. We'll put it to y'all like this as well, chat. If y'all want us to continue to give a breakdown like this, let us know. We have a community tab page, like on YouTube. You can just put it in there, or you can put it in the comments of this video. Let us know. Would you let us just do a straight through pre-record where we got it figured out? We do it like that. Would you like us to come back with another live? Give us some feedback. We want to provide entertainment and education to you guys the best that we can. Okay. All right. But I will say this. I do want to leave y'all with a happy, funny something. So here's what I'm going to do. I was gonna save it for the end, but we're not gonna get to the end. So I'm gonna say this. Question for both of you guys, and I'll go last. But what's one thing you think Kamala Harris can do to secure her winning? And then what's one thing that you think Donald Trump can do to secure him winning? So we'll start with whoever wants to go first between y'all two.
Okay, let me go first.
Okay.
So I think that Kamala needs to put African American women first. They need to feel like they're being put first. She needs to show what she can do for them now as vice president to get the African American people to vote for her. For Trump, I think that he should try to cater more. Well, it's kind of hard to say he needs to cater more to small businesses because when we had the pandemic, he gave out those what were those loans for businesses?
You talking about
People were going to jail for them.
PP?
Yeah, it was part of the stimulus package, I think.
Yeah, the PP something, PPE or PP
Something.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But people were like fucking doing people are always trying to fucking do extra shit. That's why we can't have
Mhm.
nothing good. They fucked it up.
Buying Lamborghinis.
But I feel like I feel like he did his big one during the pandemic. So I feel like if you had a small business, you could have got that loan, and a lot of people were getting approved for that. Even people who didn't even have real businesses were getting approved, which is crazy. But it was a time to be alive. That's all I'm gonna say. So I don't really know what he can really do for us. Like, I feel like people know what he's about and what he's capable of. Maybe he could show us how he's improved, but it's kind of hard because he's not really in office the way Kamala is. Like, Kamala is vice president. She can make some shit happen right now and be like, okay, y'all like how I did this? Well, if y'all vote for me, I'll keep X, Y, and Z going for y'all. Like, you know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Okay. Alfonso, what do you think?
I think if just Kamala would improve, like kind of what Heather said, just do something now, like improve the stance on like abortion or something like that, and if people were to see that, damn, she'd get so many votes, so much,
Hell yeah,
so much support, like big time.
Mm-hmm.
And I think with Trump, if like he's just put out a plan and be like, look, put out this financial plan, and you know, and if it was like a solid one, I think people would go for that.
Okay.
But like an economic plan.
Cool. All right. What I think that Kamala Harris can do in order to secure the presidency. What I think she should do is continue to do what she did before. Nothing. Keep your mouth shut. And the reason why I say that is because as long as she kept her mouth shut, we didn't exactly know what we were getting. All right. So she already had the money. She already had the people that were getting behind her. But what she should have done is just let the people keep defending her. This debate was good for one reason. That was the only reason that I see that was good for her that she should keep leaning into is the fact that she made people feel good. The people on her side that were going to vote for her anyway feel good. Now you need to stop talking because what's happening is the middle, the undecided vote is getting bigger. That's not good for you.
Oh, she's looking like a fool.
That's not good for you. Yes, because the undecided vote is getting bigger now. So you have your diehards. But as far as the battleground where you really need to be making some sense, you're not. So stop talking. Let your people do the talking for you. That is your strongest asset right now. Okay. All right. As far as for Donald Trump, you need to get a representative of the Latino community, and you need to get a representative of the Black community. Now, you already have Michaela Montgomery. So I would say lean into her a little bit more. Michaela Montgomery will be able to galvanize the Black vote for you and possibly secure some more of the Black women vote. Because as far as we see right now, some Black women are starting to lean towards you, the guy. So I would recommend is that you use Michaela Montgomery. Now, if you don't know who that is, we don't have time to pull up a video, but let me tell you, she had an amazing speech at a Trump rally where she pretty much called Kamala Harris a hoe.
Oh?
Yeah. She pretty much called her a home-wrecking whore.
Why does everybody call her that, though?
Well,
Like,
she had
come on
receipts.
now.
She had receipts.
Did she show him?
She put names out.
Oh shit.
Yeah,
Okay.
she put names out.
She a big dog in this game.
Roof. You feel me? So
Dang.
use her, because people actually enjoyed how she presented herself. All right, whether it can be made factual or not, that's what I would recommend. And also have a representative of the Latino community as well. The reason why is because you need to not alienate their support base that's already in the Latino community. You have people there. And you know you have people there. So make sure that they understand that you are there for them. The people who went through the whole 9 yards, the people who did the green card, filled out everything, who were nationalized citizens when they got born here and they stayed here and they had families here and they benefited from those checks just like we did. And because of the fact that you would not close down the country, it allowed them opportunities, just like the nursing community, to be able to move about and make money. Remind them, and you'll be fine. But if all else fails, then just go for broke and get you a deal. All right, you guys. Close them out, Al. What you got for them?
Oh, man. This was a good one. I like this. But thank you to everybody for joining us and participating with the comments and everything. This is a good one. But yeah, we're definitely going to have to do a follow-up on this one. But yeah.
Heather, if you're in the back, close us out. What you got?
Thank you guys for supporting us and rocking with us for the 2 hours. Stay tuned to watch us drop part 2.
Y'all already know what time it is. At the end of the day, it's always you versus you. That means you got to do it the best you can. Don't worry about what nobody else is doing. Who cares? Bomb! Like Donald Trump did. You know what I'm saying? Just keep it moving. We love you guys. It's always a pleasure rocking out with you guys. Don't forget, tomorrow, Slim is going to have a show that's already pre-recorded. So unless you just want to get on. And if you want to get on, we're going to do it live. All right, and we're going to try to hit you with a part 2, maybe part 3, maybe part 4, something like that. We're going to get this information to you. Thank you